Hey, shalom everyone. This is Kris Shoemaker, also known as Yehudah ben Shomeyr, and welcome to the Daily Drash. Today's Daily Drash is taken from Proverbs chapter 17, verse 6, and it says, "Children's children, or grandchildren in other words, are the crown of old men. The glory of children are their parents." I remember when I was little, I idolized my father. Whenever I would go to the barber shop, and the barber would ask, "What kind of haircut do you want?" And I would say, "I want a black haircut." And what I was meaning is I want a haircut like my dad's, because my dad's hair was black and he parted it on the side and he had that Superman curl swoop in the front. And so I wanted my hair to be just like my dad's. I wanted to be just like my dad. My dad was strong. He was a hard worker, and I idolized and looked up to my dad. So the second half of this verse, the glory of their children are their parents. Parents, men, women, we need to be examples to the younger generation, to our kids. We want to be the type of people that they want to turn into, that we need to be the type of people that they look up to. So we need to live an example of a godly life and godly morals. How do we do that? By walking in the footsteps of Yeshua, our Messiah, by walking and following in the Torah, in the commandments, because that's the blueprints and instructions for life, and that's how we can live a good life that's worthy to be praised and looked up to. So that's the second half of the verse. The glory of children are their parents. And you remember as a kid, you would always brag to your friend, "Well, my dad can beat up your dad," So we glory in our parents because we look up to them. But it says in the first part, "Children's children are the crown of old men." So grandchildren are the glory of old men because it represents our virility, because they are our descendants, and we lived long enough to be able to see our grandchildren, so we lived a long, good life. So that's one reason that we can glory. But also, I think this is a veiled reference of how sometimes we live vicariously through our children and grandchildren, because whatever our children accomplish, we can say in some way that that's part of our accomplishments, because we are their progenitors. They are our descendants, and we are their forefathers. So whatever they do ultimately comes from us. If it wasn't for us, they wouldn't exist. And not only that, but because of the life we lived, and our gifts and talents, and our morals and our standards and our values, we have passed on from generation to generation, and therefore instilled those things by living and verbal example into our children and into our grandchildren. And so whenever they live a life that's worthy of the Word of God, which we're trying to emulate, we can live vicariously through them, and we can praise them for the things that they've done and the things that they've accomplished. Like, recently my daughter got accepted into a university, and I'm so very proud of her. And so I glory in the fact that she was able to get accepted into this university, and I'm living vicariously through her, and the things that she does makes me proud when she helps other people, and when she gets praises at school or at work, or does great on the soccer field or on the volleyball court. I live vicariously through her because I know that those values that she's portraying, that those are the same values that I've instilled in her. And so I'm very proud of her accomplishments and the things that she does. And so it says, "Children's children are the crown of old men. The glory of children are their parents." So let's live a life that's worthy of emulation by our children and grandchildren. And as a result, we'll be able to glory in their accomplishments because of the things that we've instilled in them. Hey guys, thanks so much for listening. Go out there and have a great day. Shalom and Shavua Tov. Abraham'sDescendants.com, getting back to the first century in a 21st century way. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press the like button, as well as the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and the notification bell that'll let you know every time I make a new video. And don't forget to share this with a friend. Also, visit our website at Abraham'sDescendants.com. Thanks. Shalom. Thanks for watching. Stay connected by subscribing to our other social media accounts and visiting our website at Abraham'sDescendants.com.